Good evening. Today I'll discuss with you RPSC Economics Paper 2, which was held on 29th May of 2024. So first question is, which is the correct expression? All four options shows the partial correlation expression, which is the correct partial correlation expression is the third one. It shows the partial correlation expression, correct expression. Now second question is the components of time series are there are three components in this question of time series which are correct. First is the secular trend, second is the seasonal trend, and third is the cyclical trend. So also third A, B and C are correct. So secular trend is a long-term direction or movement of the data over time. Second is a seasonal trend. Seasonal trend recurring patterns or fluctuations that follow a regular and predictable pattern within shorter time intervals, and the cyclical trend recurring patterns or fluctuation that occur over extended period, typically lasting several months or several years. Unlike seasonal trends, which follow a regular and predictable pattern within shorter time intervals, cyclical trends are influenced by broader economic, business, or social cycles. So there is a difference between seasonal trend and cyclical trend. Seasonal trend is for shorter time intervals and cyclical trend is unpredictable. It can be shorter time or time period, or it can be for longer time period. Now the third question is, in fitting multiple linear regression equation y on x1 and x2, the value of multiple correlation coefficient r is found to be 0.90. What is proportion of variation in independent variable explained by the by independent variables? So question is asking about the regression coefficient. How much regression coefficient, how much variation variation explained by the independent variables. So r is equal to given as 0.90, and then r square will be 0.09 square is equal to 0.81. So 81% of the variation in the dependent variable is explained by the independent variable. So option first will be the right answer, 81%. Now the fourth question, if two regression lines are minus 5x plus 6y is equal to 90 and 15x minus 8y is equal to 130. So there is an explanation of question fourth. Minus 5x plus 6y is equal to 90. So 6y is equal to 90 plus 5x y is equal to 90 by 6 plus 5y 6 into x, and 15x minus 8y is equal to 130. So 15x is equal to 130 plus 8y, x is equal to 130 divided by 15 plus 8 by 15y. So the regression coefficient are y on x is 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 is here, and regression coefficient of x on y is 8 by 15. So 8 by 15. So we will multiply the both regression coefficient, 5 by 6 into 8 by 15. So 5 and then solve this expression. It will give us 4 by 9 or 0.44. So here is a option third is right, 4 by 9. Now the fifth question, what is the probability of inflation or recession in an economy? if the probability of inflation is 0.2, the probability of recession is 0.3, and the probability of inflation and recession is 0.06. So probability of inflation is given by 0.02, and probability of recession is 0.03, sorry 0.3 and 0.2, and probability of inflation and recession is given 0.06. So the formula of probability of inflation or recession is equal to probability of inflation plus probability of recession minus probability of inflation and recession. There is a sign of intersection, so we will put the value of probability of inflation 0.2 and probability of recession 0.3 minus probability of inflation intersection r is 0.06. so it gives us 0.5 minus 0.06. The answer will be 0.44. so option second will be the correct answer of this. Now the sixth question is component of time series and method of measurement. So we have already discussed all the three components of time series, so there is no explanation. I would there should be no explanation for extra time. So there is a secular trend is equal to semi-average. Secular trend is semi-average method, and seasonal variation is for a ratio to trend method, and cyclical variation are matched with the residual method. So the answer will be fourth. Now the seventh question, this is also the matching question. List concept of probability and the profounder are given. And so classical approach is given by Laplace, and subjective approach given by F. Ramsey, and axiomatic approach given by A. Kolmogorov. So here is some little bit explanation about this probability concept and profounder. The classical approach to probability, which involves counting equally likely outcomes, is associated with P.S. Laplace, and the subjective approach to probability, which consider probability as a degree of belief. Is associated with F.R. Ramsey, and third one is the axiomatic approach to probability, which is a formal mathematical approach, is attributed to the Andrei Kolmogorov. So the answer will be the third one. And now the eighth question, which one of the following is a probability sampling method? So all the three, quota sampling, convenience sampling method, and judgment sampling methods are, you all know, these all three are the non-probability sampling method, and the multi-stage sampling method is a probability sampling method. Here is a little bit explanation. Probability sampling method are techniques where every member of the population has a known non-zero chance of being selected. Multi-stage sampling is a type of probability sampling that involves selecting sampling in stages, often using different sampling methods at each stage. Now the question number 9, a population comprises 5 units of the number of all possible samples of size q that can be drawn from it with the replacement is the option given up. So when sampling is replacement, each unit can be selected more than once. When sampling with replacement, each unit can be selected more than once. The number of possible samples of size n from a population of size capital N with the replacement is n power small n. So here n, capital N is equal to 5 and small n is equal to 2. So So we will put the value of capital N and small n. So it will be 5 square is equal to 25. So the answer will be the third one. 25 will be the answer. Now the question number 10th. Under stratified sampling population, stratified sampling population is divided into finite strata in such a way that so stratified sampling aims to create strata that are internally homogeneous. Strata are internally homogeneous but heterogeneous between each other. It means like 3 groups are there. So there are 3 groups. They are internally homogeneous but externally they are heterogeneous to each other. This means minimizing the differences within strata and maximizing the differences between strata to ensure such stratum is distinct and representative. So the see the option third. The differences among sampling units within different strata is minimum. Within different strata is minimum difference, and the differences among different strata is maximum. So answer will be the third one. Now the 11th question. One card is drawn from a pack of 52 cards. This is also the probability question, and I hope all of you know the very well this answer this question. Now what is the probability that it is either a king or a queen? So the total pack of cards 52 number of cards in a pack, and 4 will be the king and 4 are the queens in this pack. In this pack of cards, so 4 by 52 plus 4 by 52 is equal to 8 by 52, and the probability will be 2 by 13. So first option will be the answer of this question. And the 12th question. The standard deviation of Poisson distribution is standard deviation. So it's easy. You see the Poisson distribution with the mean m. The standard deviation is root n. This property is specific to the Poisson distribution and is derived from its variance, which is also m. So the variance is equal to the under root of standard deviation. Sorry, it's not under root. It's a square of standard deviation, or sigma square you can say. Variance, which is also m. Standard deviation is under root. So standard deviation is under root m, then variance will be m. Now so the answer will be the first one, under root m. Now the question number 13. Which one of the following is not correct about binomial distribution? You know about binomial distribution. Here is in a binomial distribution, as n increases for a fixed probability p, the distribution does not move. When n increases, then the probability p, the distribution not move to the right, does not move to the right. Instead, it becomes more concentrated around its mean, which is n into p. The distribution does not shift horizontally, rather it becomes narrower and taller. So the answer will be the third one. As n increases for a fixed probability p, the binomial distribution moves to the right. Now the 14th question, properties of good estimators. So all these are unbiasedness, consistency, sufficiency, and linearity. All are the properties of good estimator. So one by one, I'll discuss with you here. Unbiasedness: an estimator is unbiased if its expected value is equal to the two parameter value it is estimating. So the consistency: an estimator is consistent if it covers in probability to the two parameter value as the sample size increases. Sufficiency: a sufficient statistic contains all the information in the sample needed to estimate the parameter of interest. And the last one is the linearity. Linearity refers to the property that an estimator is linear if satisfies the superposition and scaling properties. Now the answer will be the third one. Now the next 15th question, which of the following statements are correct? Select correct answer using codes given below the statements. So there are two A and B, two options are two statements are correct here. Now the statement is the normal distribution is a limiting case. Normal distribution is a limiting case of binomial distribution when n is large and neither p nor q is close to 0. So this statement is a fundamental concept in probability theory. That's why it's correct. And the second one, normal distribution is asymptotic to both axes. So the normal distribution is asymptotic to both the x-axis and the y-axis. This means that the tails of the normal distribution approach but never touch either axis as they extend infinitely, like it will be the bell-shaped curve, and never touch both x and y-axis. So the answer will be the first one, A and B are correct. And the third option, C, the shape of normal distribution is like a mesocratic curve. It's not like a mesocratic curve, but it's only the like a mesocratic peaked, not curve, it's like peaked. Of a standard normal distribution, mean is 0 and variance is 0. It is also incorrect statement. So D is also incorrect and C is also incorrect. So option A and B are the correct statement. A and B are the correct answers. And now the 16th question, which of the following statement is correct with regard to standard error? So these both statements are correct. Standard error plays an important role in testing of the hypothesis. So first one is the correct statement, and the second one is the reciprocal of standard error is taken as the measure of reliability or precision of the statistics. So we will discuss first one. The standard error is crucial is hypothesis testing, especially when constructing confidence intervals and conducting hypothesis tests involving sample statistics. And the second one is the reciprocal of standard error, which is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution is often used as a measure of the precision or the reliability of a statistics. So both the statements are correct, and the option 2 will be the correct answer. Now the question number 17, which of the following distribution is known as Bernoulli's distribution? So binomial distribution is also called the Bernoulli distribution. The Bernoulli distribution is characterized by a single trial with two possible outcomes. And one is the success, and second will be the failure. The binomial distribution describes the number of successes in a fixed number of independent Bernoulli trials. So answer will be the second one of this 17th question. Now the 18th question, which of the following statement is not correct about the assumption of binomial distribution? See carefully, not correct. Question asking about the not correct about the assumption of binomial distribution. So for each trial there are only two outcomes. Here we discussed about the two outcomes, success or failure. There will be the two outcomes in the Bernoulli distribution or Bernoulli is also called the binomial distribution. So probability of success remains constant under different trials. It's still true. And fourth one is a trial is performed under the same condition or for a fixed number of times. It's also true. But the third one is the different trials are dependent to each other. It's not correct. We have already discussed here independent Bernoulli trials. So how it can be true? So binomial trials are assumed to be independent to each other. So third option will be the right answer or the wrong assumption here. Now the second last question, 19th question: which of the following statements is or are correct with regard to Poisson distribution? It is discrete probability distribution, and the second is it is used to determine probability of designated number of success per unit time, and third is the event or success are independent and average number of success per unit time remains constant. So here all the three of statements are correct, and third option will be the correct answer. We will discuss with here. The Poisson distribution is a discrete probability distribution, but describes the number of events occurring in a fixed interval of time or space. The second statement is the Poisson distribution is often used to model the number of occurrence or success within a specific time period or a space interval. And the third one is the in Poisson distribution events are assumed to be independent. Events are assumed to be independent. Also in the binomial distribution, events are independent, and the average rate of occurrence remains constant over time. So answer third will be the correct answer. All the three statements are correct. And the last question of this of today's session, 20th question, it's about matching. So t-test commonly used for testing the significance of the difference between means in two groups. So testing significance of correlation coefficient is also the t-test explanation. And chi-square test, testing significance of difference in variances, and is often used for testing independence or goodness of fit. And the f-test is testing significance of regression coefficient, or is used for testing the equality of variance or testing the significance of regression coefficient. So answer will be the fourth one. That's all about today's session. Tomorrow we will discuss next part of this paper. So thanks.